Good morning, everyone. This is Kazan Coffee Las Vegas. This morning, we do have this beautiful bucket tea with us. Well, would you tell us about where you found this car originally?
I found it from a friend of my nephew who lives in Sparks, Nevada, and he bought it from the gentleman who built it in Oregon. Now, when that was built, I don't know. But I've had the car a couple of months and am thoroughly enjoying it.
Did you always wanted to own this type of car?
The first tea bucket I ever drove was in early 80s, and I've wanted one ever since. So I got the chance to pick this thing up, like I said, a couple of months ago, and I jumped at it. This is so much fun to drive, and it's really fun.
So in the last couple of months since you owned this car, did you work on anything?
Did I do what?
Did you do any work on this car?
Cosmetically, just clean it up, put in a baffle on top of the radiator to keep it a little bit cooler. But other than that, you lost your hat.
Woo! Okay, so what does
You're
this
not
say?
a Vietnam veteran, but you go ahead, you can wear it. I'll let you.
What does this say?
It says Vietnam veteran. I was in Vietnam in 1968, 69, and in Thailand in 71.
Well, since we are looking at this beautiful engine, tell me about it. What are we looking at in here?
Okay, the engine is 327 cubic inch Chevy. It does have a cam in it, and the 2.4 barrel Edelbrock carburetors. And it's about 3 times more motor than I need in this car, but it sure is fun. I get to the speed limit real fast. I don't speed with it though.
What's the horsepower right now?
I haven't had it dynoed yet. I've just had it a couple of months, so I don't know. So I'm going to take it to a gentleman in Henderson who's going to dyno it for me and give me a horsepower rating on it.
Thank you for sharing your morning with us.
Well, I love all this pinstripe on the body. So this was how it was when you found the car?
Yes, it was. Yep, it was exactly as you see it, except for these mirrors that I put on. Other than that, it's just cleaning it up, polish it up a little bit, and enjoy.
Well, since I've never seen the original condition of the bucket tea, what part is the original, what part is the upgrade, what we are looking at here?
Well, it's actually not an original body. This is fiberglass. It is a fiberglass replica of a 27. They would be too hard to find. And if you would find one, it'd probably be too expensive to have or to buy it.
Buy by the dozens. They're not here every week.
How about the handle? Like it's nice and woody and shiny.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, it's got a four-speed tranny in it, so
You need to bring it over to.
it hadn't driven a four-speed in a long time, but it's a lot of fun.
You know, I just noticed there's no seat belt. Is this legal to drive on the street?
Yes, yes. In the state of Nevada, if the item did not come originally on the car, they cannot make you put it in. Now, they can't make you put in seat belts. They can't make you do it in turn signals. They can't make you do anything to the car that wasn't on the original car when it was built. So I'm going to put seat belts in it, just for safety's sake. But that'll come later.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at the back side of the car. So I see this really unique license plate. Would you tell me the story about this?
Well, my sister gave me my nickname when I was born, Rusty. And when I hit 60 years old, she said, "You're now the geezer." So my sister passed away in 13, and I thought it would be appropriate to get geezer's tea for the license plate. So that's what I did, in memory of my sister.
That's really sweet. So now I see the same sticker here and here. What is this?
Now, well, I told you before, I was in Vietnam in 1968. I was a jet engine mechanic, and I worked on F-4 Phantom jets. And in Thailand in 71, worked on B-52s and KC-135s.
So you know not only cars, but you know a lot about airplanes too then.
Oh yeah, well I flew in the Air Force after Thailand. I retrained and flew for 14 years in a KC-135 tanker doing mid-air refueling. Retired from the Air Force 1985.
Wow, wow. Do you think knowing so much about airplane and now you're into cars, are they connected? Do they do something to?
Just the mechanical part, you know, you gotta know what you're doing with wrenches, and that's fairly simple. So being a jet engine mechanic, working on cars is easy.
Sales, rentals, and tours.
It's something I don't know about.
Well, come on by the house, I'll show you.
That'd be lovely.
A wrench in your hand, girl.
Well, thank you so much for sharing a story with
You're
us.
welcome. Thank you.